Yo, 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 yo. What is good, guys? It's your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, host of When Persona Speaks podcast. And this is a very special episode, guys. Very, very, very special episode that I had to get on the channel as soon as possible just because I'm fired up. I'm fired up, yo. I'm fired up. I had to get this on the channel. I had to get my thoughts out there. It's going to be a great show. Not going to be too long because, I want to play some games. But I had to get this on the channel. But before we get into anything, shout out everybody that's here, man. Yo, my boy Sick Human TV in the building. Vedger in the building. Raph the Emperor in the building. Big Keith in the building. Round of applause for all of you that are here right now. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you're coming from J Bar's channel, I appreciate you so much as well. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, leaving a like, subscribing or whatever. Definitely appreciate it. And didn't Barry have a good show this morning? That was it's funny enough, he was talking about the Switch and I was actually on my Switch playing Octopath Traveler. I missed that game. I picked up my Switch earlier this week. I was like, damn, man, I miss Octopath Traveler. I got to finish that game. So I was like, you know what? Let me get back into it. So, I started dabbling in it a little bit. So it kind of stuck with me. So I've been playing that this weekend. But he was talking about the Switch, about how much people hate the Switch, but they respect it. And I was sitting there, I'm like, yo, I hate this damn Switch, but I do respect it. And I definitely do got quite a few games exclusives for it. And he made up a good point too about like exclusives and buying consoles for exclusives. When it comes to the Switch, one of my favorite games on the Switch, like hands down, that I think everybody should play, is Astral Chain. This game is 10 out of 10. Amazing. I love this game so much. Astral Chain. It's amazing. It's on the Switch. I guess it's a timed exclusive or it's a permanent exclusive. I don't know. But I couldn't wait for this game. I played the game. I beat it. It's a great game. I love it. Definitely recommend you guys play it if you guys got a Switch. I love the game. Octopath Traveler as well. If you're into RPGs, especially old school style RPGs, Octopath Traveler, amazing. I've got like 45 hours in the game. I love it. It's amazing. Anyway. So yeah, shout out to my bro, Jay Barry. Appreciate him. So yo, guys, we gotta talk. We gotta talk, guys, because there is a lot that we need to speak on, right? Because one of the things that warms my heart so much in this community is when people get exposed. You know why? Because it makes people like me, the ones that I speak the truth, guys. One thing, if you watch my channel, if you watch me on other people's channels, you know that there's one thing in this community that I hate, especially the gaming community. One thing I hate misinformation. I hate misinformation. It is beyond a doubt the biggest pet peeve of mine. I hate misinformation. You know why I hate misinformation? Because misinformation breeds stupidity. When you walk into a conversation misinformed, you end up looking stupid. So I hate misinformation. And I don't care what side of the community you're on, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. I want you guys to be so informed when you go into these debates, going into these conversations, and you want to set somebody in a place on social media or whatever. I want to arm you guys with the tools so that you guys do not go into a conversation half-cocked, ill-informed, and looking stupid. So what am I talking about? So Friday did a podcast when Persona Speaks episode 38. Yo, Social Jones, what's good, man? Appreciate you coming through, bro. And I did a podcast when Persona Speaks. Had a great panel on. Shout out to the panel. And we talked about the naughty work-life balance a little bit. We got into it. We talked about how we didn't care. And to kind of like touch on that, like in terms of the work, what started this was pretty much an article from Jason Schreier, or he highlighted it or whatever. Someone wrote the article, and from Kotaku, and it brought up the whole crunch. We all love that word, crunch, crunch, and essentially what had happened was there was I guess reports or whatever from developers that either work at Naughty Dog or used to work at Naughty Dog that were complaining about crunch. Now, before we get into the misinformation portion of it, I just want to give my thoughts on this whole crunch situation. The Iron Panther was good, man. In terms of crunch at work, and I said this on Friday's podcast, but I'm gonna reiterate it here and go into greater detail. When it comes to crunch, I look at crunch as and again, I'm gonna use my own experiences because even at my job now, I crunch. There are definitely crunch periods at my job. There's certain parts of the year where for a week, 2 weeks straight, it's straight crunch. Sometimes a month long where I'm dealing with a million things at once, and there's just a million things coming at me. I look at crunch as a necessity. For example, a crunch is a way of keeping you on your toes and keeping you focused. You gotta, if you care about something, especially when it comes to these developers, I feel like developers aren't looking at these games that they're creating as their own passion. Because if I'm passionate about something, for instance, I'm very passionate about IT. Right now I'm a sysadmin. I'm working towards becoming a cybersecurity analyst, and then later on becoming a cybersecurity engineer, all that stuff. That's what I'm currently doing now. But as of right now, I am a systems admin, and I study. I got tons of books, tons of videos that I watch. I study. I study so that I can get my cybersecurity certs and things like that. So there are periods of time where I come home from work, I go straight into studying, and I don't even touch the game for days. Especially right now when I'm trying to get my certs and trying to do all these different things. I won't touch the game till Thursday or Friday. You feel me? Or sometimes I'm studying at work. I read my books on my way to work. Coming home from work, I read my books. You feel me? I'm always in that. That's because that's my passion. Yeah, I'm sacrificing time to be able to play the game or sacrificing time to go out or do whatever. But at the end of the day, where I'm going to be in life, ultimately, for the rest of my life, financially, career-wise, and all these different things, I'm going to be in an even better position than what I am now. I'm happy to sacrifice that if what the end goal is what I'm trying to attain. When I look at developers and what developers do when it comes to creating these games, I feel like some of these people aren't looking at these games as the games that they're creating as a passion, right? Because if you're passionate about something, you're gonna put endless time into it because you wanna finish the product. You want the product to be at the best that it can be. You feel me? This is the problem. This is one big problem within the gaming industry. When it comes to creating a game, people are just okay with just enough. Oh, we done just enough for the game to be released. So then when it gets released, you get these unfinished games. You get these games that don't look pretty. You get these games that have all types of bugs and issues, right? And it's if I was a developer, especially if I'm working on a game and I want this game to be at the highest quality possible for my fans, for my supporters, the people that invest into my products, I'm gonna be working night and day. I'm gonna be working night and day. It's just what's the dude name from Super Smash Bros? I forgot his name. The Japanese guy. I forgot his name. The creator. I totally forgot his name. I forgot his name. But anyway, articles came out that this guy, he was in the hospital. He had to go to the hospital because he was working himself. He worked himself into the hospital or whatever. And when he got out of the hospital, he was at work with a morphine drip, working, trying to create every character in Smash Bros. And provide the best product possible for his fans. Now, granted, that's a guy that deserves a vacation, but I'm not telling developers to be that passionate, but what I'm trying to say is the level of passion that he has for the game, he's trying to make sure he provides the best for his fans. Now, I'm not saying work yourself into the hospital. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm not saying work yourself to death. I'm not saying, crunch until, if your body tells you to chill, then chill out. But I feel like for a lot of these people, the crunch that they're talking about and the products that we're getting with some of these games, it's not adding up. It's not adding up. If Naughty Dog is at their studio, right, and the crunch that they're talking about is producing these same games, don't change. Don't change. Because when it comes to deadlines, because that's one thing, and I hate to pull rank here, but I'm going to. You can tell, like with some of these people in the social media, you can tell the ones that really work demanding jobs and the ones that are okay with just getting by. I'm gonna keep it real with you, because if you're working in your career or in your job, there's certain demands, there's certain deadlines that you have to meet. When I'm at my job, there's deadlines, there's daily deadlines, there's weekly deadlines, and there's monthly deadlines that I have to meet. Every morning I have to run a systems check of every server, switch, router, and access point within all 50 of our locations, and draw up a graph showing which ones are out, which ones are working, which ones have intermittent issues, or whatever the case may be, and I have to provide that to my manager every morning, every single morning. I wake up at 5:00 in the morning every single day. I'm out the crib by 6. I get to work by 6:45, 7:00, and I start my day. That's the first thing I do. And I have to provide that for them every day, because if there's any issues with any of that, with any of the internet or accessing the cloud servers and things like that, we have to work with our vendors to get that stuff rectified. So every single morning, I'm running this systems check. At the end of the week, there's different deadlines, and like right now, we're doing an entire ticket system switch. So we're implementing a brand new ticketing system. So I have to set up the APIs. I have to speak with all of the different departments to see what they need and all these different things. These are deadlines and things that I have to do. I don't understand, and this is why. And again, I'm not trying to pull even for somebody that works at McDonald's. Even if you got a job working at McDonald's, at Walmart, at Target, wherever, crunch at those jobs are crazy. Especially during the weekend, especially during the holidays. I remember when I was young and I used to work at Best Buy and I used to work at Target, during like Black Friday and like holidays and shit like that, bro. I was doing doubles like crazy. I was working. It was some days I would work like 20-hour days because I'm trying to get the money. I'm like, I'm trying, if someone like don't want, somebody got to leave early or someone doesn't come in or whatever, I'll take the shift. Oh, but Persona, you got to go home. Nah, I'm good. I'll take the shift. That's money. I'll take it. But that's how I was raised. You feel me? Like that's just how I was, like, coming from where I come from and when I was young, not to get too personal in my personal life, but coming from where I came from in my life, man, to where I am now, it wasn't easy. I had to work extremely hard, and I'm still working just as hard to get even further and even better than where I am now in my life. And my mindset is I'm never satisfied. Even if I was rich, I'm still not satisfied. The reason why I'm not satisfied and the reason why my mindset is like that is because it can all go down the drain the next day. So I'm always preparing, and I'm always in my mind thinking, if things go left here, what's the alternative? If things go left here, this is what I need to do. If things don't happen here, then this is what this is what need. I'm always thinking that in my brain, even when things are going perfect. I ain't got a care in the world. In the back of my mind, I'm always grinding and doing calculations, doing numbers and all this shit. When I'm paying bills and doing all this shit, making sure that my bank account, I got enough bread to last me 6 months to a year, whatever. I'm always in my mind just calculating that shit, because once you slow up, once you get complacency, and these are things that apply not just to you and your career, but just life, period. And honestly, in business, just in companies, period. Once you get stagnant and complacent, you start making mistakes, you start getting lazy, your work output fall off, everything just gets real sloppy, and people will start noticing, and they be like, "Oh, Persona, you good? Yeah, I'm just off a little bit, but I'll bounce back." Right? In my mind, I can't have that. I can't fall off, because like Barry said in his podcast, in New York alone, the competition is very, very fierce. It's very fierce, man. That's why I have the mindset that I have, especially working in corporate America, where it's very cutthroat. It's very, very cutthroat. I work in the financial district. Very cutthroat, man. You can't slack off. There is none of that. There is no room for that. So it's like, when I look at the develop, people saying, "Oh, developers shouldn't crunch. They should be able to do this, that, and the third." I want to look at your life, and I want to see what your life is like. Because again, even if you work at McDonald's or wherever, the service industry, being a waiter at like Applebee's or wherever, the crunch is nonstop. The crunch is nonstop. So you telling me you're not going to do that either? They can't, how many people, perfect example. How many people be at a crowded, say you go to Target, right? The line is super long. You got a cart full of shit, right? You in line, pissed off. "Oh my God, so slow. Oh my God, hurry up. Oh my God, you're so slow. Come on, hurry up." While the chick or the guy at the register is trying to get everybody through as quick as possible. But you in line, pissed off because he ain't moving faster. That's the same thing here. He's crunching. My expectation from all developers, and my expectation from the games that they put out, I expect perfection. Because I'm the consumer. I'm the one that's investing in the product. Because if I fuck up, I can't buy your product. So I got to make sure that I'm on point. So when it comes to you got to be on point. You can't just expect me to hand you $60 or $80, $100, whatever amount of dollars, because you got, the developers, they worked really hard, but we gave them breaks and stuff like that. So this is why you should buy our game, because we didn't crunch. Nah. There's deadlines. You don't have deadlines in development studios? There's no deadlines? How many times you going to keep delaying the game until, we got to kick shit into gear? The same thing applies here. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Everyone is the developer needs a break, blah, blah, blah. There's vacation time. There's vacation days. There's sick leave and all this stuff. There's all types of things in place. And that's it. And I'm sorry, this is going to sound harsh, but if you don't like the work, or if you don't like the environment you work in, quit. Quit and find something better. Quit and find something else. Quit and do something else. Because the moment you start slacking and it's like I said on Friday's podcast, people, the way the work environment is now, people want work to feel like home. Where you can chill. They got the snack lounge, they got the chill lounge, the quiet pods, they got the, fun time, all this bullshit. I don't care. Like, I'm there to do a job. You feel me? I'm there to work. Everything else is extra. But I'm there to work. I'm there to work. I'm there to make money. You do right by me, I'll do right by you. Anything else between that is extra. I don't care. I really don't care. Because work is supposed to be work and home is supposed to be home. Like that work-life balance. There needs to be a separation. I don't want my job to feel like home. No, I don't. I want my job to feel like, all right, I'm here to work. I'm here to do what I need to do. And I keep it moving so that I can look forward to go. I want to go home. You feel me? But crunch time, crying about crunch and stuff like that, I, I, I'm gonna say it again, guys. I feel like with a lot of people in the workforce now, we come from different we come from different worlds. I don't know how else to say it. Like I'm trying to say it as PC as possible, but it's very obvious with some of the complaining, the type of lives people have lived. Because nothing that I have now was ever given to me. I don't ask anybody for no money. I don't ask anybody for help. I don't ask anybody for. I don't even ask my own grandmother. I don't ask anybody for anything. Because I don't want to owe anybody. So what do I have to do? I got to work hard. I got to make sure my ducks is in a row. I got to make sure things is right for me. If I'm not happy with where I am, then I need to put a plan in motion. Like, again, going back to when I was working at Best Buy and Target. I worked at Best Buy and Target for 2 years. I was working two jobs at the same time, and I was going to college. I was dead inside. I was running off pure adrenaline most days. Like, I was just like, my desire to want to get ahead is what, and the money was good. Like, don't get it twisted. Working both jobs at the time, the money was on point. I'm like, I'm with this. I'm digging this. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to be doing this for the rest of my life. I don't want to work in retail and doing all this other shit for the rest of my life. So what did I do? I started studying for my certs. I got my first 2 certs in like 3 months. I applied for a bunch of IT jobs. I got my first IT job, started off as an intern. And within like 3 to 6 months, they hired me full time, and I was working there for 6 years. It was hard, but I was doing something that I loved, and I was in a better position than when I was working 2 jobs and doing all that other stuff. Yo, Vedger, what's good, man? Casual Killer, what's good? What's good, man? Round of applause for all you guys. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys a lot. Vedger says, like these devs has literally tax relief sponsored by your tax money, and they have the guts to come out and cry over crunch time. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Like it's people out here. There's people out here that wish they had your job, man. They waking up to no job. They waking up going to the unemployment office, sitting there hoping to get a job that's only going to last them 2 to 3 months. They be happy to do that crunch. That's first world problems, man. Crying over crunch. I'm working too much at my job. Quit. That's how I feel about it, man. Quit. Don't complain. Quit. It's that simple. Oh, but I love what I do. All right. If you love what you do, shut up and continue to do it. That's how I feel. It sounds messed up, but that's how I feel. Just because I'm looking at other people, I see other people's situations in the real world that are 10 million times worse than yours. They don't even know where they're going to get their next meal. They don't even know how they're going to pay their bills. They would be miles happier to be in your position. Quit. It's that simple. Quit. And if you're not going to quit, shut the fuck up. But that's my rant on work-life balance. Also, to Naughty Dog, well, no, I'm only talking to Naughty Dog because I don't want to give everybody the same love I'm about to give Naughty Dog. To Naughty Dog team, I do appreciate y'all. Y'all been putting out some fire-ass games for years. I appreciate all of you, all the way from Neil Druckmann, which I've met a couple times at PSX, and some of the other developers that were there. Keep doing what you're doing. And the way, you know what? Hold on, let me show y'all, because I have to do it, man. I have to do it, because people, it's funny. Hold on, let me look it up. 1 second. The Last of Us 2 gameplay. It's crazy. It's crazy to see people like complain about crunch and all these different things, right? Hold on, I'm trying to find it. My fault. I'm trying to find the gameplay Last of Us Part 2. I think this one will be good. All right, there we go. It's crazy. It's crazy to see so many people talk about crunch and all these different things. And it's like, yo, look. If I was somebody working at Naughty Dog and this is what I'm producing, I'll gladly stay a couple nights late. Spend a couple weeks to get to reach the deadline so that we got a type of product like this. As a developer, this is something to be proud of. This is not something to be ashamed of. I feel, personally, this is something to be very, very proud of. Because, again, just look. Look at what you getting. Look at what you creating, man. Look at the love. Look at the amount of love. You have to look at it like this. And this is how I look at it, too, when it comes to, like, IT and stuff like that. When I help people, like, with, whatever, with the issues, whatever case may be, a lot of them always say, "Oh, Persona, thank you so much, you're a lifesaver, blah, blah, blah." I appreciate that stuff. Like, that's, a simple thank you goes a long way, honestly. And the amount of love that Naughty Dog receives, it's monumental. People create their own art off of these games. They're creating their own scenarios, cosplaying, telling developers how much these games changed their lives, telling these developers how much these games, really introduced them to gaming, or really, I've replayed this game 30 times because I just love your game so much. Oh, I love you, Naughty Dog. Neil Druckmann, I love the team. You guys are so great. Oh, Neil Druckmann, look, I drew Ellie. What do you think? I drew Joel and Ellie. What do you think? I drew Nathan, what do you think, blah, blah, blah. The love that Naughty Dog receives, man. Like, it's unprecedented. Look at this. Look at how great this is. Look how amazing this game looks. If this is the product of crunch, I want every developer crunching. Straight up. I want every single developer on this planet to crunch. Because look at it. I'll let y'all hear it too. I'll let y'all hear a little bit of it. Just look. Just look, man. This is the product of crunch. Man, please, I ain't trying to hear it, man. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it from nobody that's not out here crunching themselves, man. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, man. If this the product of crunch, keep doing it. Keep doing it. If you Naughty Dog, if you watching, keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. Keep doing what makes you great. Because you always going to have haters. You always going to have people that's going to try to throw salt in the wounds. And you always going to have people that's going to try to flip the narrative and make you look like the bad guy. And speaking of which, you guys love that segment. Ooh, We about to segue. I don't know why my chat's not showing up either. We about to segue. Hold on. We about to segue. Amazing work. Exactly. Yo, Don P, what's good, man? Naughty Dog, hire me. I'll live there. Sick Human TV. Why not just get broken games and be happy about patches? Nah, sick. No patches. No patches. Nah, no patches is unacceptable here. I need you to crunch. Social joins. It's like people don't want to pay for quality games. We are gamers being conditioned to like mediocre products. Yo, social joins. That is an amazing point. And man, you are on point, bruh. You're on point. You're on point, man. I was talking about this. I was talking about this on Friday when it comes to social conditioning and social conditioning, where we're conditioning people in the community to accept mediocre games. And how do you condition people to accept mediocre games? You put out these subscription-based services where you only got to pay $1, you only got to pay $10 a month, and things like that, where there's no room to complain, because it's like, oh, I'm only paying $1, so it's okay. Oh, I'm only paying $10 a month, and I'm getting all these great games. It's okay. That's all right, guys. You don't got to worry about it. You fix it when you're ready. Nah. I will gladly pay. I will continue to pay $60 or however many dollars a month if the quality of my games are always going to be at the level that I expected. I have no problem paying $60 for games. None. I double dip on games. I have no issue with that. But it's the social conditioning, especially with the exclusives, and exclusives are bad because it locks people away from being able to play the game and all. Yo, man, get out of here with all that, man. That ideology is fucking up gaming, man, and people not understanding, but they'll see. Because when you ask somebody, oh, why do you own all these consoles? Oh, because the exclusives. Hold on. That's the only reason why. Ask anybody that's out here talking about games need to be on every platform. Ask them why they own all the consoles. There's only one correct answer. There is no other correct answer but the one correct answer, and that's because each of them offer something different. That's the only answer, and that's the only acceptable answer. No other answer will suffice. But let's get into a special guy who this misinformation, guys. So misinformation. Matter of fact, let's talk about what's the definition of misinformation. Google, tell me what it is. I want to give you guys the right definition. So misinformation. Here we go. Ooh-wee. Hold on.
Misinformation.
Oh, she said that kind of cool. Wait. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Yo, so. Wait. She said it. Wait, we gotta do it again. Wait. Listen to how she said it. Where is it? It won't show. What happened? Misinformation. Alright, hold up. I gotta go back to the other one. Wait. Yo, she said that joy hella smooth. Alright, here we go. Alright, so peep. So they got the little thing where you can say the word. Yo, peep how shorty say misinformation.
Misinformation.
Yo, shorty out here. Yo, one more time, shorty. What we about to talk about?
Misinformation.
Oh. She out here spitting, boy. Yo, she out here spitting. Hold up. Alright, so definition of misinformation: false or inaccurate information, especially that which is deliberately intended to deceive. That's the definition of what? Go ahead, tell me, baby.
Misinformation.
There we go. Alright, so misinformation. Right. So It's the false or inaccurate information, especially that which is deliberately intended to deceive. That's the definition, right? Let's talk about Exhibit A. Hold on. Here we go. Ooh, guys, we about to talk today. Alright, so misinformation. So, if you're on social media, which I'm sure all of you are, there was a guy by the name of Jonathan Cooper, who is an ex-animator at Naughty Dog. He quit a year ago, right? So when the article broke from Kotaku about crunch time at Naughty Dog, this guy, Jonathan Cooper, he writes this entire thread of and funny enough, in his thread, he says he never experienced any crunch time. So in my mind, I'm like, why the fuck are you even talking about it then? You've never experienced it. Your team never had to deal with it. So then why are you talking? Why are you even here? Move on. Mind your business. You don't work there anymore. So what are you talking about? Anyway, so, he goes on his triad of yeah, Naughty Dog, they did this. Naughty Dog, they did that. Naughty Dog, blah, blah, blah. You know how like a bitter ex will badmouth you? Like, you ever went with a girl and you break up with her, or y'all break up, and suddenly she starts saying, oh well, the sex was whack. Oh, this is trash. Oh your thing little. Your all that. All the stuff I'm just like, well, if you felt that way, that's fine, but we still did it. It doesn't matter or whatever. Anyway, so he's just this bitter ex. So in his triad of posts, he talked about hospitalization, right? And how one of the developers had to be hospitalized, right? So he deleted the tweet too. The tweet, I wanted to screen cap, he deleted that. But he says, while this process worked in the past due to many staff previously being leads or directors elsewhere, the hiring of contractors en masse results in miscommunication, overwork, and endless days, and in extreme cases, hospitalization. This is what he said. And actually, this is the tweet that he deleted too. So, one thing about the internet, someone always gonna screen cap what you say. So always be careful about what you say on social media, because it can never be erased. Anyway, so that's what he said. So that sent everybody in this uproar, in this frenzy of, oh my God, this is so wrong. Oh my God, Naughty Dog, I'm gonna boycott your game. Oh my God, Naughty Dog, how could you do this to your developers, man? Oh my God. You had so many people that suddenly jumped ship and was like, oh, I'm not going to buy Last of Us 2, the game that they crunched on, the game that they worked so much on and if it sells a specific amount or whatever, they get a bonus. I'm not going to support the game because I don't support crunch. I don't support crunch. That's what they said. And in my mind, I'm like, something doesn't feel right here. First off, I'm not boycotting Last of Us 2. That's a day one, hands down. That's always going, like, never mind the bullshit. Last of Us 2 getting bought. I got 2 copies. But in my mind, I'm like, why wait till now? Like, it seemed too calculated that Kotaku releases an article, and then here this guy come with his bullshit, right? It seemed too calculated. Almost like Kotaku and this guy was in cahoots. And he starts spreading misinformation. This is not the only exhibit. I got Exhibit A, Exhibit B, and Exhibit C. I got you, but we're going to go one by one. So, he spreads this whole hospitalization shit. So, Gabby, which is the producer, She goes, I passed out at work and an ambulance had to take me to the hospital on a gurney. And the first thing I sent to my worried coworkers and friends was this picture. It says nothing about crunch. It says nothing about being overworked. Nothing implies that. But he saw an opportunity. Oh, she still works in Naughty Dog. This is the situation with crunch. This had to be it. You see what assuming gets you guys? This is a good learning. Let this be a learning experience for all of you. And this is why I say the danger of misinformation is very dangerous. But also assuming. It's true what they say. When you assume, you make an ass of yourself. This is the perfect learning experience for all of you. Because when you assume something without getting the proper information, you look stupid. So, social media is in an uproar. Naughty Dog looks like the bad guy. Naughty Dog, oh, this is what you're doing? This is how my games are being created? Oh, I can't accept this. But hold on, guys. Let's get the right information. We can't just go off this one tweet. We have to do research. So, Gabby, shout out to her too. She tells us why she had to go to the hospital. Let's read, guys. So it says, I passed out at work today and an ambulance had to take me to the hospital on a gurney. And the first thing I sent to my worried coworkers and friends was this picture. And that was the picture of her laying in a hospital bed. So someone that was concerned and didn't want to assume, someone that just wanted to know, what's wrong, Gabby? Tell me what's wrong. How can I help you? Someone concerned. What happened? She says, yes, I'm okay. My period was super strong and my blood pressure was already low, so I fainted. LOL, this has happened before several times though. Shall I read it again? Yes, let's read it again, Persona. Yes, I'm okay. My period was super strong and my blood pressure was already low, so I fainted. LOL, this has happened before several times though. Wait a minute. But Jonathan Cooper said, while this process worked in the past due to many staff previously being leads and directors elsewhere, the hiring of contractors in mass results in miscommunication, overwork, and endless days, and in extreme cases, hospitalization. These two things don't add up. These two things do not add up. Do you see how dangerous? Do you see how dangerous misinformation is? Look, hold on. What am I talking about?
Misinformation.
One more time.
Misinformation.
And a third time.
Misinformation.
Listen. Do you see how dangerous misinformation can be, guys? Do you? Do you see how blindly following behind these influencers? Do you see where it gets you? It gets you looking stupid. Now, because of this guy's status, because he got the blue check, because, you know, he worked there before, he's privy to the inner workings of Naughty Dog. I'll give him that, because he worked there prior, but he hasn't worked there for a year. Sorry, I had to cough. I'm talking a lot. Hold on. I had to drink some water. I'm talking a lot, dry my throat. But do you see? Because of his status, people are able to just blindly believe him. And this is like, you should view this. Yeah, laugh, you know, he made a fool out of himself, laugh, ha ha ha. But you also need to view this as very scary. Because people are able to use their status on social media to push any type of agenda. Without second guessing, without ridicule, without people doing research. I'm always asking questions, man. I always ask questions because I like even when I debate in a manner where I'm questioning your opinion, so that when you tell me exactly what you think, I attack that. That's how I debate. I don't just give my point. We go back. I ask you why you think like that, because that's what I attack. I attack your thought process, not the opinion itself. I make you look stupid for thinking like that, not the opinion itself. Anyway, it's crazy. So his status, everyone's believing it. Now, let's go to another point and why you have to look at this guy with the side eye, right? And I can't see the chat either. What y'all saying in the chat? Shout out to everybody in the chat. I can't see the chat. He a bitter bitch. Oh my God, sick. Nobody's boycotting The Last of Us 2. That's a fact. That is a fact. Let me hold up. Let me yo, shorty that say misinformation, man. She gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get a soundbite of her because she on point. She on point with it. But let me find the other tweet. I want to find the other tweet so you guys can see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right here. Yes. This is what I was looking for. And he said, here we go. And again, the dangers of misinformation, ladies and gentlemen. So, what is he? Oh, matter of fact, okay, I want to be able to read the chat. Let me, I'm sorry. Hold on one second, guys. Let me just change, because I can't, for some reason, the chat's not showing up on, the thing, so I can't see it. So I gotta look through the YouTube thing. So hold on, let me. All right, here we go. Another case in point, Exhibit B of misinformation. If you're concerned about supporting these work practices towards the people making your favorite games, please continue to call studios out, but don't feel obligated to boycott the games. Sales pay for employee bonuses, just not for contractors, most of which were let go this week. So he shows this picture of clearly someone that's not him. Somebody, I guess, at Naughty Dog or wherever. When you see a box of shit like this, it means they leaving. You feel me? It means, all right, I'm on my way out the door. I quit, or I got fired, terminated, whatever, right? So, you would look at something like this and you would think, oh my God, Naughty Dog, how could you? How could you fire a contractor that doesn't have any benefits and things like this, and they are working so hard to create these games? How could you? How could you, Naughty Dog? How could you? How dare you? But someone always has the information. This picture is from someone. So Asher Einhorn. I'm probably butchering your name. Sorry, sir. This picture is from someone else's private Facebook post, which is a violation in itself, and also twists the context by cropping out the part where he says how much he loved his time there. These things can be said without misrepresenting our colleagues, guys. And do you know who this guy is, Asher Einhorn? Let's look at it. Hold on, guys. Wait. Y'all like what is... Y'all don't... Guys. Whoo-wee, guys. Y'all gonna learn something by the end of this podcast. I promise. I promise y'all will. Y'all know who this Asher Einhorn guy is? Let's look at his profile, please. Who is he? Who are you, Asher? He's the game designer at Naughty Dog. Ladies and gentlemen, do you see what do you understand? Do you understand what I mean? Do you understand what I mean? Do you hear me? Do you hear me talking to y'all, man? It ain't, because I know someone's going to watch, oh, it's just a fanboy mad. Nah, this is bigger than just PlayStation. This is bigger than PlayStation versus Xbox. This ain't that. This is so much deeper than that, man. It's about misinformation and how it's used to damage. It can, shit like this can damage the reputation of companies, bruh. It can kill companies, man. And then everybody's out of a job. And then what? No one's crunching then. All because of the status. It's the status, man. When I'm telling you, people, if they see that blue check and they see the status, I'm inclined to believe it. Nah, man. I want the full story. How did we arrive here? What brought us to here and where are we going from here? I'm looking at it all. But do you see what I mean? Misinformation is deadly, man. That shit is deadly. And you can't let that shit cloud your thought process, because it'll have you out here looking stupid. You gonna tell me the game designer of Naughty Dog that worked there is wrong? It's people that still believe Jonathan Cooper over the dude that worked there. That's Exhibit B. Let's go to Exhibit C. Right? So then he says, oh, it's cool. Simmer down. He said it was cool. He was cool with it. Did you tell him your intentions, Jonathan Cooper? Did you? Because I guarantee if it was being used for this, I don't think he'd want you putting the picture up. Simmer down. Like he don't give a fuck. Even if it's wrong, simmer down. He's cool with it. It's just a post. You see what I mean? Now we about to go to Exhibit C. Hold up. Let me find it. Exhibit C is... A lot of people have been liking my tweets. Hold up. 1 second, guys. 1 second. I got y'all. I gotta find it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about, man. Now, let's go to Exhibit C, which is probably I love Naughty Dog for this. Shorty right here, yo. I want to take her out for some drinks because she owned this fool. Anyway, so Exhibit C. He posts Naughty Dog's documented approach is producers become a crutch where it's someone else's job to make that communication. Again, he's shitting on people that already work there. If you had such a good relationship with these people there, why are you speaking so ill of them like this? You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So, Alexandra Neonaskis, I'm probably butchering her name. I'm so sorry for that. But before we even read what she said, who is this person? I want to know. We all want to know, right? Who is this person that's about to school Jonathan Cooper? It's the character concept designer at Naughty Dog on The Last of Us 2. She seems more inclined to give her thoughts, right? Let's look and see what she has to say. She says, dude, you know what? Fuck it, I'm doing this. I love it. I love her gangsta already. Jen tweeted that because you took shots at her team when you smugly tweeted that we don't have producers. And what the fuck are you doing sharing that Gabby tweet out of context? I know you're thirsty, but this is low. Guys. Guys. Guys, Ladies and gentlemen, do you not see and understand? First off, shout out to Alexandria, cause she straight curb stomped this fool. So shout out to her. Shout out for her for sticking up for her team, sticking up for Naughty Dog, sticking up for her coworkers. Yo, she gangster in my book. That's gangster. Anyway, do you see? Do you see what I mean? I'm showing you three. And I had to grab my boy Sick, because we were just talking about this yesterday. So I had to tag my boy Sick, and of course my boy Sick went in. I'm assuming he doesn't have enough to do with EA. He's like a bitter bitch. One of the worst types of exes to have. Sick with the classic response. But do you see? And then she goes on, take shots at the company, not at individuals. You call the team of good animators kids, dude. Learn to punch up. This is complicated. You know that? You know, when you drag individuals into this mess, it's hard for us to know what we can and can't say. Continue to talk about crunch and structure and things you feel need changing, but leave your former coworkers out of this mess. Listen, guys. Alexandra is a hero in my book. Yo, this guy is a mess, man. This guy is he's a mess, because it's not about, nothing that he said in this entire thread is genuine. It's not anything in my opinion, reading what because I read the entire thing, reading the thread of what he said, there's no value or structure or respect in anything that he's saying. Like this guy, he, in my opinion, in layman terms, the guy is a clown. He's a clown, and you can tell he's a clown because he works at EA. Who leaves Naughty Dog to work at EA? EA is they're the pinnacle. Like you ever be outside and you accidentally step in shit, and then you look at your shoe and you're like, oh damn, these are messed up. When you look at the bottom of the shoe, it's EA. That's like quitting your job working at the stock exchange to work at McDonald's making minimum wage. Who the fuck does that? Like, it's not you can't fathom that. No matter how much you no matter how much you hate your job, you gonna quit your job and work at McDonald's? I can't fathom that. Can you? I don't get it. So, with this guy, you gotta be very careful. Not even with this. You have to be careful with, say it for me, baby.
Misinformation.
One more time, baby.
Misinformation.
I'm telling you, you gotta be careful when it comes to misinformation. I just given you 3 examples of this guy spewing hate-filled misinformation, all for an agenda. So when you see other people in this community that, oh, there's agendas with PlayStation, there's agendas with these developers, whatever, believe them. I just proved my point here. Can you tell me without a doubt, after everything I've just shown you, it ain't no agenda here? Is there no agenda here, ladies and gentlemen? This guy, and again, he's got the blue check. You know, his status. Oh, I gotta believe him. He got the blue check. Why would he lie? That's what a lot of people in the community are thinking. Oh, you know, he's got the blue check. There's no need for me to lie. I mean, there's no need for him to lie, right? Someone's more inclined to believe him than to believe me, or to believe the information that I'm providing, or to believe, Alexandra and all the other people that are responding to this guy that actually work at Naughty Dog, that are telling this guy is full of shit. They'll still believe Jonathan Cooper over them. You know why? Because they'll think, oh, they work there, so they're gonna lie. They're gonna think, oh, he's not working there, so that means he's got freedom to speak. They're gonna think, oh, he's saying everything that aligns with my thought process and how I feel, so I'm gonna believe him, regardless of trying to do research and to ensure that all the information that he's providing and spewing is correct, because his thoughts and everything align with the agendas that a lot of people on YouTube and on social media are trying to push. They're not going to do any research. They're just going to spew the same fucked up information to you and have you walking around here looking stupid, not having to do research. And then what? Misinformation gets spread. People with big followings on YouTube channels start making videos about this, so then the information gets spread even further, and it just keeps going. It keeps going. It snowballs. It snowballs. It keeps going. Keeps going. Keeps going until you got people all over the community using this bullshit as debate arguments. Oh, well, he said this. I don't give a fuck what he says, man. Don't bring this dude into no fucking argument talking about what he said, because anything he said is bullshit. But, that's the danger of... Say it for me, baby.
Misinformation.
One more time for me, baby.
Misinformation.
Oh, man. Yo, I want to, voice... I'm going to clip that for the voice. I'm going to clip that for the voice. One more time, baby.
Misinformation.
Man, one more time. I lied.
Misinformation.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. But, damn, I was talking a lot. That, guys, those are my thoughts. Again, when it comes to crunch, I don't care. I don't. If you don't like your job, quit. Because there's plenty of people in this world that wish they was in your position. And there's plenty of more people in this world that are in worse positions than you. So if you don't like your job, quit. If you love making games, keep making games. If you want to put out a shitty game that requires no crunch, go work for EA. Jonathan seems pretty happy over there. And we see what they put out. We saw the nightmare that was Anthem. We saw the nightmare that was Mass Effect Andromeda. I wonder if they were, well, we know Anthem developers, they were crunching. But I wonder if Mass Effect Andromeda, if they were crunching on that too. Because if that's the result of crunch, you need to crunch harder. Straight up. Go work with, if you want an easy job that doesn't require or demand you to do anything to go above and beyond your the expectations, go work at EA. Quit. Straight up, just quit. Because I'll tell you one thing. To be a part of anything great, it's going to require more than the bare minimum. Let me say that again. To be a part of anything great, it's going to require more than the bare minimum. What does that mean? Staying late, coming in early, going above and beyond, studying to learn something that you may not know so that this can be better. Constantly going over and over different things to make sure that things are perfect or at the expectation that you expect them to be. If you're overweight and you want to lose weight, going to the gym, being disciplined enough to eat healthy. If you're on a football, basketball, baseball team, going to practice, staying after practice, going before practice. Barry used Kobe. Kobe's a perfect example. He said it all the time. Every day he was there 6 a.m, practicing his craft. He spoke to the greats and got advice from them to perfect his craft. And he used that in his entire life. Not just on basketball, in everything he did in life. That's why he was so successful. Everyone wants to be rich. Everybody wants to live a wealthy life, but no one wants to get up 5 a.m. to make that happen. How can you expect your life to get better if you're not willing to make no sacrifices? It's not going to get handed to you. It's not getting handed to you, and it's not going to come easy. And that's anything from a YouTube channel, even creating a YouTube or a Twitch channel, be a streamer. You got to put time in. You got to put time. You come home from work, oh, I'm tired, I don't feel like streaming. You don't want it. You don't want it that bad. Because if you're trying to be a professional Twitch streamer or trying to be a streamer or whatever, you're going to be streaming. You're going to be constantly sharing out your shit. You're going to be constantly streaming, trying to better the quality of your streams and videos and stuff. You're going to constantly trying to grow yourself. That means staying up late at night, learning how to do this, getting the best equipment, doing all these different things. That's how you perfect your craft. That's how you pull people in. Consistency. No one on this planet, except for trust fund babies and stuff like that, but never mind them. But you get what I'm saying when I'm about to say. No one on this planet is gained success by just the bare minimum. You got to put work in. And that applies not just to video games, guys. It's not just to video games. This applies to everything you do in life. Everything. Apply this to everything you do in your life. And I promise, if you're trying to get to a better place in your life, I promise you, you will get there if you crunch. You think I'm lying? I'm not lying. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's 1:00. And I appreciate all of you that came through to talk about. Say it for me, baby. Say it for me.
Misinformation.
One more time.
Misinformation.
And another time.
Misinformation.
Ooh. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Dom P, Jamar Bates, Vedger. Yo, Sarge0079, appreciate you coming through. Dan Damisis. I hope I'm saying that right. Sam Ass, Jay Barry, Social Joins, Sick Humor TV, The Iron Panther. Who else came through? Who else? Pitch Black, appreciate you coming through, bro. The Wrath of Emperor. Big Keith in the building. Big round of applause for all of you, man. I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. Be a mod? Sure, Jamal. You could be a mod. Sure. Don't be OD though, man. Don't be banning people. You know. I know how you is, Jamal. But yeah, man. I appreciate all you guys coming through, man. I hope if there's one thing that I want you guys to take from this podcast here is, don't believe everything that you see. Do research. Don't assume. Guys, you really gotta, we really gotta work on this here. This Jonathan Cooper guy, he's a clown. To the Naughty Dog team, I appreciate you guys. We all appreciate you guys. This is why we continually buy your games. This is why you have so much love and so much support like you do for your games and for the studio. If you guys are crunching, trust me, it's not, it doesn't fall on deaf ears or whatever. We all crunch, you feel me? It's a part of life. But just know that the crunching that you are doing, it's gonna pay off because we all get to play your game. So thank you guys at Naughty Dog. Jonathan Cooper, you a clown. And with that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. And remember, stay away from that. Say it from a baby.
Misinformation.
I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Also, make sure you guys check out my boy, Jay Barry. Link to his channel's in the description. Also, check out my boy, Sick Humor TV. all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. And I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys on the next show. And y'all have a good week, man. Be safe out here. And we out. Peace.